He's been practicing Lucario too, and his Lucario's pretty decent.
Yeah, I noticed that.
He was like, I have to prove I'm the best Lucario in Fraser Valley.
Please. Like, I care. I'm just a low level. I don't know how to... I'm bad with words. I had a good descriptor that I was going to give myself otherwise. Alright, the mic is picking us up now, so might as well introduce the match between DanDeeLion, Sonic, and Diferno's, Duck Hunt Dog or Duck Hunt Duo, rather, on Lilac Cruise. Winter Semis is not a stage. Good lord. I think that was the... yeah.
Dante's actually been playing all Duck Hunt today, so it's pretty cool to get to see more character diversity today. Like, we had Quan playing Peach, and then Spam Cop with Pac-Man, and then someone else, Shulky playing Shulk. So that's pretty cool.
Was he actually playing Shulk? He said he didn't want to play Shulk when I talked to him about... Oh no! Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's what sent him into losers then. I guess that's why he gave me that response of not wanting to play Shulk when I told him to go Shulk against, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. One of the previous matches. Either way, this is a match between Dante's Duck Hunt and Sonic, of course, and it's quite even so far in percents otherwise.
I've noticed that Dante's biggest issue when he plays Duck Hunt is just securing the kills, so hopefully he's able to get some stocks, not get too far behind.
You've noticed that as a problem with him in general? That he's had trouble closing stocks out?
I'm not sure, I've just noticed that with Duck Hunt a lot. Because,
yeah,
you know, the character.
That's mostly a Duck Hunt thing otherwise. He has a lot of moves that kill really late and safely.
Oh wow, that killed.
And also with Rage. Nair is actually a pretty good tool with Rage specifically. And it also does a lot of percent fresh. Does a lot of percent in general. And fresh is just good as well. I'm trying to think about what anti-cam play Dan is going to put out here, because Spinoff looks like a good option. Did he actually tech that? What?
That's pretty good.
I don't know if he teched that. I've seen some weird stage spikes lately, so I don't know what to trust anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Lilat's pretty weird.
I guess Lilat is weird too. It wasn't necessarily Lilac Cruise in general. It's just I've seen people get stage spike where they get sucked into the stage for like at least a second, and then they just go flying off in the other direction and die. It just makes no sense. Either way, yeah, both these two have been able to get a fair amount of exchanges for each other. I've been warning them really well. Dante trying to cover a roll in right there with the auto cancelled air.
I think he's trying to overcommit a bit too much. Oh, that was a nice use of camera.
Yeah. You realized it was still in his control right there, so...
yeah, it's game one.
Okay. Patience from Dante. Patient play from Dante now.
Yeah,
I think he's realized that he's overcommitting a little too much, honestly.
Yeah, and he's not quite a kill percent, so he can definitely take this back. Although he might get gimped here, actually, with his Duck Hunt recovery, but... as long as he doesn't get gimped, he can still take a few more hits.
Dare to up air, that was a good string right there. Okay. Dante is definitely looking for his opening right now. His Dan's trying to find the positioning. Okay. That back is going to give him some good stage control. Very exploitable recovery from Duck Hunt otherwise, as his up B has no hitbox in it at all. It is also very projected on the length of distance that it's going to go. It's also slow, so that might be looking for that opening now. I believe, however, this is the percent where Duck Hunt's up tilt can kill or neutral air, as that will take game one right there.
That was a pretty good set by Dante.
Very good first game.
Or
yeah.
good match, yeah.
It really showed for Dante how patience was rewarded for his play right there. It was a good adaptation from the beginning of that first set. I've been commenting a lot on this Duck Hunt play. I haven't really mention much about Dan's play otherwise, except for how he can exploit his recovery a little bit. I think he's going to be wanting to look to recover his low recovery otherwise. He was looking for an air dodge back air off stage. That could be something that he could exploit as well. So recovering high, Duck Hunt's only real options really are just throwing out a projectile, and the least leggy one that he can really go with, I believe, is Can. His side B, discus or whatever it's called. I wish I knew that.
I think it's flying disc.
Clay shot.
Clay pigeon.
Clay pigeon. There we go. Clay pigeon. Yeah, Clay pigeon has a considerable amount of end leg, so it's really hard to use as a anti-edgeguard tool. Otherwise, maybe Wild Gunman. Maybe that's fast enough as well. I'm not sure. So there's a few recovery mixes that Duck Hunt has, but other than that, Sonic can probably cover them very well. Either way, this match so far has been leaning in Dan's favor in neutral so far, it seems.
I feel like every time Dante will like hit Dan will like trade with him and get a punish, and I think that's why Dan's just got the Surly move.
It's a smart decision from Dan then, if it's working really well for him there. Dude, oh yeah, he looked for that right there to try to cover the low recovery. He's close to the ledge, he wouldn't necessarily want that there. That might have done the trick. Either way. Jabbing the can. Smart play. One more can hit on Duck Hunt, actually, I believe will kill him, so. However, I believe that the scaling factor, regardless of who hits it, still plays into Duck Hunt, actually, when it's reused and such. So even if the opponent hits it, it will stale the can a bit, so it won't necessarily kill him. I believe that's how it works. That's very interesting, actually, to think about. I like that jab into the back throw. That was good. Smart coverage on his play, on his landing there.
I'm kind of curious how Dante's going to secure the kill. This stage is a bit wider than Lilat, I think. I don't know Lilat, but I feel like it'll be a bit harder for him to kill on this stage as opposed to Lilat. So
it has a little bit of a lower ceiling, which will favor at least up air and potentially up smash even. Up tilt, definitely.
Yeah.
But up tilt is one of those niche kill options that was late percents that really should be treated as a bit of a last resort otherwise. Great. Hit this carefully as Dan keeps the percent going in his favor very strongly now. That up smash to catch the landing of the homing attack will do that first stock off, however.
I feel like in this situation, Dante just needs to play pretty non-committal and safe until he can get like a bunch of hits on Dan, because he can't really afford to get hit too much more.
It's looking like he's trying to play a bit of a mixed pressure game right now, honestly, to get Dan to give him a few more openings. That seems to be what he's opting for right now. But Dan is putting that pressure back on him right there, and in a vulnerable spot too at that. Off stage, he's not really able to fight back otherwise, especially below the ledge. Keeping Sonic's control going too, every time he gets him in that situation too. Okay, great spin shot right there to get above the Clay Pigeon. Does not get the kill out of the up throw. And the can does not kill Duck Hunt right there. If one more of those hits himself, well, even from the bottom of the stage right there, it will kill him, so.
Yeah, I think he's also in throw percent too. Like this back throw should take it, yeah.
Indeed. DanDeeLion even the score here, now to 1-1. Why does he have white paint on his nose? Anyway.
That is a great question. He probably works for Jason.
Exactly. He does painting for Jason, along with Cameron, and I believe Travis. I don't know.
I don't think Travis does anymore. I know he used to, I'm not sure.
Yeah. I think Travis was talking about finding a job, actually. I can't remember. I know someone was.
I'm curious.
Yeah, that's right. He's getting an interview. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Dante might want to go on a stage where he can kill a bit earlier off the side. Yeah. It's a Smashville.
Yeah, and Smashville is an option if he won on Lila Cruz in the first game. So Smaller stage, well, we'll see if the smaller stage is what benefits him here again, as it did in game 1 with Fly That Cruise. So far, though, these strings from Dan, piling the percent on, 60% around.
I feel like getting the advantage is really good for Sonic in this matchup, because Duckhunt doesn't necessarily deal a lot of damage with strings on anything. So I feel like it's a pretty strong game for Dan so far, because Dante's kind of forced to approach, and Duckhunt's not the best at approaching. And he doesn't do that much damage, so...
It very much is, and that play pigeon right there, it's very punishable, a very difficult move to use in general even. The hitbox will not protect Duckhunt from behind. Okay, rushing grab right there. Low recovery, yeah, that's exactly what Dan was looking for right there. Dante spacing his recovery very smartly right there, so he'd only get hit by the dare and not meteored by it, which would have sent him down to the pits. And given Sonic a really good lead at that. That could do the same thing for him right there, however, it's that forward smash. Puts Dante on his final stock of this set.
Yeah, Dante's definitely going to struggle with this deficit now. So I think he's going to have to just play really well right here.
Beautiful tomahawk right there. And timing his grab too, so that he would get the timer correctly to get the second grab after the first one.
If he can get Dan off stage, he might be able to catch his landing with like an up smash or an F smash. And that might help a lot too.
It could, yeah.
Perhaps just some off-stage pressure against Dan might help him a lot. Although right now Dan's holding stage control, huge lead, so it's definitely going to be hard for Dante to do anything.
Yeah, he's just waiting on the approach from Duckhunt and reacting at the times that he feels he needs to. Great spacing from Dante otherwise here. Scorcho will hit him, and he's kept this close now, getting Sonic into kill percent, so still reasonably doable for him, I would say. At the feet of the can, getting the can exploding on Sonic's shoes right there, almost falling up into the up air from Duckhunt, which would have sealed that first stock off too. In some time. Otherwise, Dante having a bit of trouble right now, otherwise responding to Sonic in general here. Feels like Dan pretty much has this at this point. He's playing his aggression and defense well, and Dante is having a hard time really finding the answers that Duckhunt has to deal with them.
Yeah, Dan can be really difficult to get in on, because he's good at going for mix-ups from time to time. So it just feels kind of overbearing to get in on.
Very true. Yeah, Duckhunt getting behind him there. Air dodge in air, no. Low recovery again, try to catch him, just jump into the ledge with a 2-frame on the forward smash, perhaps? But that up air is not going to catch him again. Dan's awareness up there has been timed really well to avoid any skyward killing options. High up B. Alright. He's able to juke Sonic right there and stay alive just a little bit longer. But for the up tilt, perhaps, at this percent, it will kill.
Yeah, Sonic's just one good hit away from dying, so... But same stance for Duckhunt with all that rage. He's easily just like a single back air.
Yeah. He could go either way right there. Dante does catch him right there with the up air.
He got that kill.
Alright, wow, that grabs. Perfectly timed right there. Dan has been responding to Can really well, actually. Yeah, especially when Dante commits that while using it.
As long as Dan doesn't overcommit, I think he's in a really good situation. Because I think he's just dealing with Dante in all the right ways. So
we're looking very good with that angle from the down throw. Dan trying to set him into a trickier spot so he can potentially finish him off right there. Not going to do it. The time is also at a pretty considerable percent. Trying to stand for Sonic. Wow, that downer. So
I can definitely see Dan timing at this point. Yeah. Oh, but the back air is just going to take it.
Yeah, good placement right there to finish things off right there.
Dan did a pretty good job of taking advantage of just how bad Duckhunt is off stage, so.
Yeah, I would say so right there. He was looking like game 3. The first 2 games was conditioning and adapting and learning and such. Game 3, he was going more for those situations, and at the same time, it just looked like Dante had run out of answers to deal with Dan too. So Dan played his cards right there and sealed it. Good stuff to him. Moving on to fight Forest and winners finals.